Welcome to the channel Collectibles or Junk, Easter edition. I spent Easter morning and afternoon cleaning out my garage. The wife was on one of her cleaning tears and started cleaning stuff. And I said, you know what, this is a good chance for me to clean out my garage. And I found this tube with posters rolled up in it. I had no idea what was in here. But once I saw the blue of this poster, I knew exactly what it was. This is a poster from New York City from the early 1980s. And you see it's photoshopped from back in the day, gorilla acting like King Kong. That's me. My mom, or my mom's boyfriend at the time, put a picture of me up there. And this is from 1984, the date in the back. My mom wrote the date on the back from 1984. And I remember going to New York City, and King Kong was still pretty popular back in the early 80s, because they had the remake with what's his name, Jeff Bridges, I think, was in the the World Trade Center King Kong movie, and it was still very popular back in the day. So these are posters from my childhood bedroom. There's a flag of Return of the Jedi, which I saw in the movie theater as a little kid. Then there is a cutout of the Nerds, Revenge of the Nerds. I had it hung up above my wall because it was like my favorite movie as a teenage boy, and then even preteen. I saw that as a preteen. Then I found this souvenir poster, which I don't remember being hung up on my wall because I was not a New York Mets fan. But my earliest sports memory has my daughter is puking over here because we are Philly fans here. My earliest sports memory is from when I was in first grade. Ironically, my daughter is in first grade now, and the Amazing Mets won the World Series that year. I remember being a diehard Philly fan because that was my father's team, and the Phillies said the Mets are eventually going to clinch, but they're not clinching in Philly. And the Phillies, I think, were 9-2 against the Mets that year. Something like that. Or won 7 out of 9 games or something like that. Something crazy. They always beat the Mets that year. So the Amazing Mets are lucky there was no wild cards back in 1986, because maybe there would be no such thing as the Amazing Mets. Maybe Mike Schmidt and the Phillies would win the World Series in '86. Who knows? But anyway, can't change history. So here's a poster from New York Newsday, is it? Let's see. Yeah, New York Newsday souvenir poster of the Amazing Mets. You have a cutout from Nerds in Paradise. You have a pennant, which unfortunately is all rolled up, from the World Trade Center with King Kong. You have a flag from Return of the Jedi, and then you have the bootleg King Kong poster, Empire State Building, with my kindergarten picture up there. So, thanks for watching, guys. That is me as a little boy, and the bootleg King Kong, and the Empire State Building. Thanks for watching. Happy Easter. Peace.